everybody. It is Saturday night. Welcome to the program tonight. How are we doing this Saturday? Who is joining us tonight? Jennifer's with us. How are you tonight, Jennifer? Good to have you with us. Hey, Kitty. I still owe you a call, Kitty. I did not make it nearly as far down on my call list as I would have liked today. Hey, Lindsay and Dennis, great to have you here. Joanne. I heard from a very happy Bernadette today, Joanne. Hey, Rick, how are you? I got a long email from you that I got to respond to. Hey, Angela. Brad is with us as well. Cheers, Brad. Hello, Adele and Dazzle. Hey, Angie. It is Saturday! Yay, Lindsay. Hey, Sue. Kristen, great to have you with us tonight. Good to have everybody with us on this Saturday night. Sassy Saturday, I like that. Hey, I enjoyed Bernadette, Joanne. That's great. I know she's a happy camper today. So that is very good. We're all gonna get to the other side. It's just a path. You know, we gotta take these steps. It's not always the easy steps, but we'll get there. We'll all get there. Pasadena's in the house. Great to have you with us, Pasadena. Hey, Diane. It's good to have everybody with us tonight. What is everybody grateful for this Saturday night? This beautiful Saturday night. Hey, Pat and the Peanut Gallery in Florida. Great to have you with us. Good to have you with us. I was just sitting outside on our neighbor's patio, physically distancing, but being social, and it's the temperature dropped. The sun's out, but the temperature's dropped out there. It got breezy. Angie's opening Tuesday. That's great, Angie. That's great to hear. Dennis is having nachos. Nachos are good. Nachos are great. More sales from your lives. That's great. We've been selling too. Kitty signed her idle loan docs today. That is very good. That means Kitty will have some money in her account next week. She won American Idol. That's really good, Rick. I'm glad to hear that you got no damage from the storm. It's been really weird with the hail and stuff in different areas, and that can be intense. But I'm glad that there is no damage. Aw, Kristen, that's awesome, snuggling with your granddaughter right now. Well, hopefully I won't be too jarring. I can be calm. I can have that calm voice going on so that I don't jar the grandbaby. I don't want to scare the grandbaby. Great sales today and waiting for the next step on. That's great, Pat. You're just a couple days away, Pat. Don't worry about it. Couple days away. Couple days away, and then the peanut gallery will be happy. He'll be able to refill his peanuts, and all will be good. All will be good. San Diego sunshine. That is nice. We had nice sunshine today, and it's weird because I'm on the top of the hill where my house is, and our friends are down at the bottom of the hill. And it's a big temperature difference between the two. We get direct sun, they not so much. You know, but so when we were down at their house, it was a lot cooler. But that's okay. Well, it's great to hear what everybody is grateful for. That there's all these good things happening on a Saturday. Okay, and yes, we did make it through another week. Another week, folks. A whole week. You made it through. You did it. You are awesome. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, that we did this and got through yet another week. We're one day closer to the end of all of this. One day closer. We're going there. All right. Well, I'm opening every night. Every night we start with the Good Morning, Good Night book. Every night we start and end with that book. And tonight, our good morning. Hey, Shannon. Great to have you with us. Trisha, great to have you here as well. Oh, wow, Diana. Copperhead snake. Yeah. We had a snake. Our house, the original part of our house was built in 1901. So it's got a stone foundation to it, to that part of the house. And, so we get critters. I have Orkin on speed dial. Our Orkin guy shows up at a drop of a hat for us. But a few weeks ago, we did actually have a snake in the house. That was not fun. And even more disturbing was Nana wanted to get a picture of it before we got rid of it. Hey, Krita. Yes, it's great to have you with us. Okay, so our Good Morning, Good Night book for tonight. Good morning. You're perfectly cast in your life. I can't imagine anybody but you in that role. Go play. Hey, wait until I'll have to post the picture of it, Diane. It's I'm like, oh my. Hey, Ellen, great to have you with us. Great to have you with us tonight, Ellen. And Mike. I'm guessing Mike isn't too far away. Let us not forget that tomorrow is Self-Care Sunday. That is where you take time for you. You put some of this other stuff aside and you take time for you and enjoy you. And for our Self-Care Sunday recipe of the week, what do I have for our recipe of the week? Hang on, wait until you see it. Would you like some Swedish meatballs? IKEA's Make Your Own Meatballs at Home. Make your Swedish meatballs at home. This recipe will post to the Nart's Facebook group later tonight, and it will copy back over to narts.org/resalestrong. narts.org/resalestrong. And we know Kurt always likes some Swedish meatballs. He's down with that. Hey, Heidi. Yeah, Orkin is our friend. We have Leo as actually our Orkin man. And he's a good guy. So that recipe will be that is my Self-Care Sunday sponsored recipe of the week. Since nobody else sent me anything, I found that today, and actually Nana cut that out for everybody. And I got that posted so that we have that. Hey, Julie Jenkowitz, it's great to have you with us. Remember the work that we're doing here. This is a great analogy. It's not the day you plant the seed that you eat the fruit. Think about that. Think about that. It's not the day you plant the seed that you eat the fruit. Okay? And that's a lot of what we're doing right now. We are planting seeds for our future. We are planting seeds. Hey, Jennifer, there's another Sunday coming up. Don't worry, I'm always up for a recipe. It's okay, I'm not holding it against you. It's all good. You've got a lot going on down there in Florida. So I am not worried. I'm always open, but if anybody wants to send me Self-Care Sunday recipes, I am always open for that because we are all about Self-Care Sunday. So, what do we got going on here today on this Saturday? Mandy, that's great. So Mandy had a great week of contactless curbside. She's opening on Tuesday for in-store sales. She won American Idol, and her daughter, sweet girl, not even just her daughter, her sweet girl is graduated high school. That is awesome. That is a blessing. That is awesome, Mandy. That's right. We count our blessings here. We count what our good is. And it's all about planting those seeds. You don't eat the fruit on the first day. Okay, you plant the seed, and then you get to eat the fruit down the road. Kurt got his money. Boom. Kurt's following the plan. I love it, Kurt. Love to hear that. Hey, Jennifer Dodds from Orlando. And royalty in the house tonight, Suzanne McCarthy. Hope you and Schneider are doing well tonight, and that all is well in Missouri. That things are going strong there in Missouri. I hope things are good. Let's see, what is happening in the world today? I have some things going on. It is slower Saturday as we ease into Self-Care Sunday. So, senators strike a deal on small business loan overhaul. This is, the start of the next bill. There's a lot of politics going on in this. The senators, Rubio, Suzanne Collins from Maine, Shaheen from New Hampshire, and Ben Cardin from Maryland are talking about giving the PPP over 16 weeks versus the Dems 24 weeks versus the 8 weeks that the law says now. Something's going to happen with it eventually if they can get out of their own way. Again, there's a lot of politics happening on, and it's starting to happen in D.C. So the next bill is in flux because there is so much going on politically, which is just sad, okay? I mean, I understand that's the job they got into, but I thought their real job was to help the American people. And, legislation like I've talked about is rarely perfect, even in the best of times. It's certainly not perfect when you have to rush it. But you can't keep on, you need to keep things moving and keep on greasing the skids, for lack of a better term, of the American economy to keep things moving if you want to keep things moving. And I think ultimately they do. I mean, there's a lot of push to keep things moving. So, in that breath, Como, who has been, hey, Cheryl, how are you? Como in New York, so if you are in New York, has announced a new economic recovery program where they're putting $100 million out there to assist small businesses as they begin to reopen. Excuse me for 1 second. Woo! Excuse me. Thank you. Woo! The spring allergies are out there today. So $100 million to help small businesses in New York State. Hang on. Okay. No, not going to sneeze again. $100 million. Thank you, Kristen. $100 million to help small businesses. Como estimates that 100,000 businesses in New York already will not reopen. 100,000 businesses just in New York State will not reopen. And so they're putting $100 million forward. And again, it's in loans, and I'm not a fan of loans, okay? But it's not about the loan, okay? As I've talked about the EIDL and these things, it's about getting to the other side. It's about still being standing, okay? So it is important to still be standing. And if the loan helps you still be standing, then that's what's important right now. Okay, because it doesn't matter what your company is, okay? I mean, I talked about that I was just down at our friend's house. Well, they both work for one of the big health insurance companies. Husband and wife both work for that. And, their company's already talking about, attrition. They've had some people leave and in one of their departments and stuff, and those positions aren't going to get replaced. And, as they talk to the hierarchy about, oh, we need these people, well, these big companies, even a big health insurance company, isn't collecting all their premiums and stuff, and they're trying to avoid layoffs and such. So it is a cascading effect throughout the economy. We are all interconnected. We are truly all in this together. And so it's about keeping all these jobs going. So, and that's one of the things we have kept going for our staff that we did furlough, is we have kept their benefits going. And even in the short run, while we've only brought back limited staff, we've been paying all their benefits in full as a company. We just decided that that was the important thing to do in the short run, because we just need to keep things moving. Which leads me to my next story. How to keep employees on the Fabletics, okay, which I know some of you know better than I know Fabletics. I'm probably not even pronouncing it right. Has been one of the few retailers that has kept all their employees on the payroll. They haven't furloughed anybody, and they've been doing various employee trainings and things for its 700 store employees, and shifting them to other parts of the business to keep them engaged and to keep them employed. So I thought that was kind of interesting as an outlier there that didn't furlough people, because layoffs have been prevalent everywhere, especially in retail. And Fabletics closed stores earlier. They closed than most. Hey, Michelle, great to have you with us live. They closed all their stores on March 11th. Their average associate makes about $12 an hour. And no one has taken a pay cut during this time. And despite operating in states that are allowing reopenings, they have not reopened any of their stores yet. They're taking a very cautious approach. And their memberships in Fabletics have remained strong. So that's also kind of interesting in this. Their $50 a month memberships from their customers have remained strong, which has helped them keep their staff on. Hey, Sarah and Zach, great to have you with us. ICSC TV ad asks for passage of a COVID-19 recovery fund. Hey, Vina, great to have you join us. And it's about bringing our business back to life. The COVID-19 pandemic has caused many firsts, the latest one being the first national TV campaign from the International Council of Shopping Centers. The Your Business campaign encourages Congress to pass a recovery fund that would provide debt-free capital to retail businesses returning to the marketplace. So, shopping center community wants businesses to come back, wants people to be back in their centers, wants us to see the next act. I mean, we talked about that even yesterday with TJ Maxx and Marshalls and such, Home Goods, having skipped rent for a quarter and deferring it to 2022. So they aren't looking for a pass, they're just delaying the payment of it. And as you structure lease, and I've worked with many of you on lease restructurings and lease payment arrangements with your landlords and such, and you have to keep in mind they have mortgages too, and they have covenants, so which are the rules of their mortgage that they have to abide by. So when they are able to restructure a lease in some way, that keeps the lease in good standing because they are rated on how current their lease payments are. Okay, and that is one of the shoes that hasn't dropped here yet in the economy, and their hopes is to get people back. The overall economy is hoping to get people back to work or enough money in people's pockets in the short run. But there are a tremendous amount of deferments, okay, that have been done for credit card payments, for mortgage payments, for other things that people have done, okay, as they've waited to collect unemployment, as they've waited to collect to get their job back, as they've waited to get the stimulus payments, the $1,200 an adult and other things. And this money that's out there and the extra $600 and stuff, what a lot of people don't realize is that their payments are going to come due. That after 3 months, they may have gotten 3 months where they didn't have to pay their mortgage payment. But on month 4, some people are going to have to pay 4 months of mortgage payments or something, depending on their deal. Some people have just put it at the end, okay, and added 4 months to the end of your contract. Others are making it due in 4 months. The actual contract of the CARES Act forces mortgage companies to allow for the deferment, but it does make it that after 4 months that the money is after 3 months that the money is all due. And so there is that difference. So it'll be interesting to see how that all shakes out in the economy in the coming weeks. Excuse me for 1 second. Okay, I'm back with you. In other news tonight, it's Saturday, so it's a little slower. But it's a holiday weekend, and a holiday weekend would not be a holiday weekend without the government trying to sneak something out there without people noticing it. And you know, our friends at the Treasury and the SBA snuck out a 26-page document. Oh, Lisa, I am thrilled to hear that. More customers and more sales in Baltimore today. Yeah, Maryland is in one of those funky areas right now, but I think they will fall in the next couple of weeks. That you will see over a couple of weeks, you'll see about a 60 to 75% average sales for this time of year is what you will see. So our friends at Treasury and the SBA put out a 26-page, and I know you're on my email list too. I feel I did not make as much forward progress on my list today, folks, so I do apologize for that, but I will continue to work on my call list over the weekend. I still call people back. You get a call from a 508 number or FaceTime from a 508 number. That's me. Hey, Angie Houlis, how are you? RV shopping you are you? Stimulating the economy. Or at least future planning. I think I saw that in a text from you earlier. I'm just happy to see you and your husband out and about. You and Leonard out there. But I'm going to get to everybody, sir. Don't worry. I gotta... The last few days have been this past week has been a big stack, and it just, I'm trying to dig through it. I think I got under 80 anyways right now. And I don't say that number to scare people or to make people feel bad about getting on my list. There's volume. I love that, Angie, that you're narrowing down the next home. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Our friends over there put out an interim final rule on the Paycheck Protection Program loan forgiveness, and I'm still sorting through it. It's just a light 26 pages from them in government speak. So I'll have more information on that tomorrow and the next day. You know, again, some of the key things that have been published in recent days on the Paycheck Protection Program, you know, the biggest thing for a lot of people is the start date. Because the start date for a lot of people can move from when you got the PPP, okay, to, it can move to the beginning of your next pay period. And that's one of the biggest things for people that is in this, okay? You still have to spend the money in the 8 weeks under the current legislation and under the current rules, but I will be sorting through, and I have my friends in government helping me sort through that just to make sure that I'm not missing anything in the latest rules to the Federal Register that are being published that they did on the way out the door. Hey, Russell Levy joining us tonight. Good to have you with us, Russ. Good to have you with us. So there's stuff in there, but we'll sort through it. I'll make sure, a lot of it is standard stuff that they have to publish anyways, that is just like the president wanted a CARES Act, okay? I mean, becomes part of this 26 pages. So I did not get a full read on it, but I will get through that. But I did want to let you know that existed, and I expected that. I expected, well, not this exact 26 pages, but I expected the government to go away for a long weekend and put a bunch of documents out, and this was the document they put out. So that is not uncommon, but we're another day closer to the end of this. We're making progress, and tomorrow is Self-Care Sunday. Self-Care Sunday is about you. What are you going to do for you? I know we'll probably do a brunch. We like to do a Sunday brunch, so we'll chill with that a little bit. I'll work in some calls a little bit tomorrow, and things. I'll get a few of that done. But, Sunday's a day to take it down a step, okay? And it's a day to take for you, okay? Because if you don't refill you and you don't recharge your fountain, you can't help the rest of your store, you can't help your customers, you can't help your people. So it's important to be doing that. Absolutely important. So that is a huge thing, so that we can all help each other get to the next level and get to where we're going here. And, baking or making something has become a big thing. And so we have, again, I posted, we'll post later tonight, the IKEA meatball recipe. So if nothing else, if you don't know what to bake tomorrow, if you don't know what to cook tomorrow, IKEA Swedish meatballs, okay? The recipe straight from the IKEA has published it to help us. Serves for, it looks more like a recipe for one, but they say it serves for. Hey, Jen Lamb. Cheers, Jen. Great to have you with us tonight. So that is there for you tomorrow for Self-Care Sunday. But know that all the resources, including that, will be posted to narts.org/resalestrong. narts.org/resalestrong is where all the resources we talk about every night are posted the next day. They're there by noon the next day. Including these videos are reposted for the world to see. You can share it with the entire world. We want everybody to get to the other side. Butcher, baker, candlestick maker, hotelier, window cleaner, whatever it is there for you. We are there for you. Every night we do this broadcast live at 8 o'clock Eastern. 8 o'clock Eastern, we are live every night. I'll be back here again tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern, but if you have a question about your situation, okay, not talking broad-based, about you and your store and how to get through this, how to make the numbers work for you, you just reach out to me. Send me an email. Neil, Neil, at ECIstores.com. Neil at ECIstores.com. That gets you right to me. It gets you right in the queue. I put you right in the pile. I call everybody back. Yes, sometimes it takes a few days, but I call everybody back. Absolutely everybody. So make sure you include the phone number in that email, because what you think is a simple question sometimes has a few more twists and turns to it. But I call everybody back, okay? So make sure you email me there. It's Neil, Neil, at ECIstores.com. Don't Facebook message me. I appreciate it, but they get stacked up like this. Don't text me, because they get stacked up like this. I lose them all. But I do call everybody back. Michelle, so late tonight. I hope you were having a fabulous day, Michelle, but I'm glad you're here. I know you'll watch the replay. Okay, every night we start with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start and end this show every night. The Good Morning tonight was, for those of you like Russell Levy that weren't here at the top of the program, good morning. You are perfectly cast in your life. I can't imagine anyone but you in the role. go play. I always say, have the right soul in the right role. And the book is like practically quoting me. Our good night tonight is good night. You are perfectly cast in your life. And with so little rehearsal, too. It's a joy to watch. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do enjoy a good party. I like a wedding. I just gotta save the date for a redate of a wedding for next year. I do like a good bar mitzvah, the peanut gallery there. I like any good party. But more than anything, I want you to know that you and you, but most especially you, are not alone running this store. I'll see you tomorrow night. It's dinner time, people.